Hey, Bolo Buddies, thanks for watching. Okay, I'm your featured seller. I have 15 Bolos coming your way, items that I bought low and sold high. Some of these are pretty fun. There's one on here that I paid, well, okay, I shouldn't say that. I'll tell you about it when I get to it. All right, we're going to get started here. If you're not in my Facebook group, down below I'll have a link. Definitely join us if you want to learn about more items that you can buy low and sell high. And my Instagram, Twitter's down there also. Check that out. My eBay store is down there if you want to see what else I'm selling. I don't share with you all of my solds. I basically just pick items that I feel are BOLOs, items that I feel people will be interested in trying to find. So here we go. All right, the first item, I picked this up for 25 cents at a garage sale. And I believe I took a best offer of $20 on this plus shipping. And it's a Snoopy outfit. And it's vintage, and I paid 25 cents for it. So is it a huge bolo? No, but 25 cents into 20 bucks, I'll take those margins all day long. So the next item is, all right, so I might have messed up on this one. I had it auction style at $34.99, and it went through the first round of auction with no bids. So somebody offered me 25 and I took it. And I kind of forgot that it had the cool Halloween graphics on it. And I'm thinking I should have probably held out until closer to Christmas or maybe put a buy it now on it. But nonetheless, I sold it for $25 plus shipping. I probably had like $1 in it. So I still made a good profit, but I'm guessing I probably could have made more if I would have just remembered that those Halloween graphics are on there, because Halloween can be a huge bolo. If you have not watched my Halloween bolo video, definitely go check it out. It is crazy. All right, the next item are these, speaking of Halloween, these are Debbie Mum, they're dessert plates, and they only sold for $19.99 plus shipping, but I only paid $1 for them. And they sold fast. So picked them up at a garage sale, flipped them quick. Again, I probably could have done a buy it now and waited, longer and sold it for more, but I was good with $19.99. All right, so this, I took a best offer on this for $23.97. It's super cool, but the condition was not fantastic. You can see up here, it's got a little bit of wear and it's kind of cracking. I mean, this thing was so delicate. I'm so glad that it made it safely, because I'm guessing if it did not make it safely, I would have heard about it, and I never heard back. So my husband actually has a box of old stuff like this in the garage, and I saw one of these albums and I'm like, oh, you need to get that listed. That's, you can probably sell that for decent money. But it had a few photos in it, but I mean, just the detailing is it's so pretty, but it's so old, and it's brittle. I mean, you can see right here, it's all broken down. So I'm guessing if this would have been in better condition, I would have been able to sell it for more. But I probably had $1 or so in it. The next item are these Topper Dawn dolls. These went internationally, and the person messaged me, and I'm like, oh no, you know how you get that email and you're like, oh, what happened? But they were just telling me that they were completely happy and completely satisfied and loved their dolls. And I'm like, yes, I love emails like that. I always think, negatively, like, oh, it's going to be something wrong. Why are they emailing me? So when you get the ones where they're just happy, I mean, look at the legs on this. Ew. I mean, they are not in the best shape. And I'm like, maybe they didn't look at the pictures and then they're upset. But nope, they were super happy. I think these sold full price. Yeah, $45.65 plus shipping. And again, they went international. And they're Topper Dawn dolls. I picked these up at a garage sale. I probably paid between $3 and $5 for them. Again, it was a bundle deal. All right, this Disney Parks Alice in Wonderland. I talked about this one, I think, in one of my live shows. I sold this for $83. I picked it up at a garage sale for $8, and I had it probably 2 or 3 months. It was at the beginning of garage sale season, kind of. But I would say it sold pretty quick, and the buyer paid shipping. The next item is this comb. Okay, so I bought this comb at a garage sale for $1, and I shined it up like a dummy. I posted about this on Facebook, and everybody's like, no, you did not clean it. Don't clean it. You just lost money. And I'm like, well, I already did it. So I sold this for $65, best offer, plus shipping. So would I have gotten more if I didn't clean it? I will never know. I'm happy with my $65 on a $1 purchase price, and I'm moving on from it, but I will not clean things in the future. But I will tell you that I could not even see that it said Sterling or the logo before I cleaned it. So it all worked out. But somebody else said, well, you probably could have sold it for double. I'm like, well, I'll never know. All right, the next item is my orangutan. So I got this guy at a garage sale. He was $30. I left him there and I went back for him the next day. And he was so cool. I kind of wanted to keep him, and I hung on to him for a little bit. I have a video where I'm like sitting on it, like leaning back against him, not like sitting on him. But anyway, I don't know. I just thought it'd be fun for a video. But I decided that he takes up a little bit too much room. I mean, this is my couch. Look at this. This is crazy. He is massive, massive. Um, I got an offer for $250. I messaged the buyer privately before I countered and asked them if they would meet me in the middle at around $300, which really isn't the middle, but basically I asked them to come up to $300, and they said no problem, and I sold it for $300 plus shipping. Now, I did post in my Facebook group about this. I'm like, what should I do? Should I take $250? Everybody's like, take it, quit being greedy. Somebody else is like, no, wait till Christmas, you'll get so much more. Well, I decided that I paid $30 for it. If I can get $300, I'm going to do it. So I sold it for $300. And again, I'll never know. What if I didn't take the $300 and I sat on this thing for another year? So yeah, I took him. Here he is in another chair. I mean, he is so cool. He's so cool. Oh, I miss him. I'm kidding. I don't really miss him, but he's cool. All right, the next one. Okay, so I went to a garage sale, and it was a garage. I don't know if you guys want the whole backstory, but it's kind of fun. So I've had some good experiences, I guess. I walk up to the garage sale, nothing's really priced. There's a few things priced, but they're like, we're moving. So basically anything in the garage that's not covered up by this or whatever. So I'm like, I'm looking through everything. I don't even remember finding this, to be honest with you. I made a big pile, and I was like, well, what do you want for all of this? And it was a pretty big pile. And I actually, like I said, I don't remember this even being in there. And they're like $50. And I'm like, oh, $50. I'm like, oh, I can't. No, I'm really cheap. Just so you all know, I am very cheap. And the reason I'm very cheap is because I am still learning. And a lot of times what I think is a BOLO ends up being a no-go. So this time I got lucky. But I was like, I was thinking like 15. And she's like, ooh, I could do 20. And I'm like, all right, I'll do 20. So again, I forgot this was in there. There's a vintage baby swing that I'm kind of excited I need to get listed. There's so much stuff that I need to get listed. If you are a reseller, I'm sure that you feel the same way. I need to get it listed. But anyway, this sold for $149.99 plus shipping. So super excited. And again, I totally forgot this was in the pile until I got home, and I was like, hey, husband, look at this. This is pretty cool. Like, I forgot I got this. So good stuff. The next item are these buttons, And I took a best offer on these, and I don't know if I wrote it down. Yes, I took a best offer of $38.50. So this was full, like, up to there, about halfway, I'd say. And then all these buttons sat on top. So that made it completely full. But I took a best offer of $38.50 plus shipping. I want to say I paid like $1 or $2 for it for all of them. So decent margins. And I got it at a garage sale. You just never know what you'll find at a garage sale. The next item is another Boyd's Bear item, and I can't remember if I shared the info on this in this video or another video, but I picked up a whole bunch of Boyd's Bears. I bought the whole lot of them. I went into a garage sale. I said, what do you want for all of them? We negotiated it, and it ended up being like $1 or less for each one. I can't remember, but it was cheap. So if I can find Boyd's Bears, I pick them up if they are $1 or less. Some of them are very long-tailed. This is from last summer, but I sold it for $25 plus shipping. Another American Girl outfit, not in the best condition, and it sold for $19.99. And again, I bought this in a lot of American Girl stuff, and I think I paid $10 or $15 for all of it. I can't remember, but there was quite a bit there, so I ended up getting a great deal on that. All right, this one's fun. I did the same thing with this one. They made me an offer, and it was lower than I wanted to be at, and now I can't remember. I think I ended up taking, I think they offered me 100, and I sent them an email asking them if they would meet me in the middle at, I think 130 or 140. I can't remember. It's probably going to be in another video. Yeah, I think it's in another video. I'd have to go back and look, and I don't want to leave this screen, so I'm not going to do that. So it was either 130 or 140 plus shipping that I sold this for, and I paid $5 for it at a garage sale. It's, I believe, retired. It's older. I want to say, can't remember, 2010. So you can't get it anymore. And the things that you can't get anymore, people really want, and they are willing to pay money for. And I knew that. And I believe there is one listed right now on eBay for like $350. So my 130 or 140 that I sold it for looked probably really good to the person that wanted this item. The next item is, okay, I sold this today, and I'm very excited about it. I was at a garage sale, and there was this little like Camel cigarette tin, and it had some jewelry in it. And I think I talked about this in another video because there were these cute little vintage Pooh Bear earrings and a unicorn made of wood. And then there was some other miscellaneous stuff to include this bracelet. Well, I was buying this for the little Pooh earrings. The other stuff was just like, I thought the unicorn was kind of cool too. But the other stuff I was kind of like, nah, I didn't think that this was real gold. I didn't even look twice at it. I just threw it in the tin, paid them $2, and left. Well, I get home and I'm looking and I'm like, oh my goodness, this is solid gold. And I sold it today. I took a best offer of $170 plus shipping. So basically, I wasn't even like, okay, $2. So, but the Pooh earrings already sold on Poshmark, and I did well on those. I think I sold them for 30 something. So very, very exciting. So if you see jewelry, take a chance if it's cheap. But I'm glad I grabbed the whole 10 and didn't just take the Pooh earrings. Anyway, pretty exciting. The other item is this trombone. I picked this up at a garage sale, and I want to say, they had like 15 or 20 on it. And I offered them 10, and they said that they would do it for 12. And I was like, because I don't really know too much about instruments, and this one made me nervous. And it's hard to really look up instruments when you're at a garage sale because there's so many variables. But I sold it today, and here is the best story, okay? I got an offer for $69.99 plus shipping. And I was like, man, I know it's worth more than that from my search on eBay. But again, I was kind of like, man, I don't want to not take it and then sit on it for like ever because it's pretty big. And then I decided to counter at 100. And then I get a thing that says declined. And then I get a payment and somebody bought it full price. Yay! BOLO. So I paid $12 for it and I sold it for $147 plus shipping. So I had this and the bracelet today. So that's really exciting. It's been a good day. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Be sure to check out the description below for Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. If you want to be featured, check out my featured seller videos. I'm going live Wednesday nights at 10 p.m. Eastern Time. That is a live show. And audience, I guess audience, what do you want to call you guys? People watching, viewers, participation. So what I do is I ask you guys to bring your BOLOs, sold items from the last 30 days, kind of like what I've showed you in this video, items that you bought low and sold high. And you can participate, and it's lots of fun, and everybody learns, and it's a win-win. So definitely check that out, and have a good night. And, oh, you can watch a replay of the live show. Come check it out. Have a good night.